Hey, what is up everyone? In this video we're talking about everything you need to know about the Forsaken Hunter adventure that just started in Sea of Thieves today. This video will go over basically step by step what to do in case you get stuck or just don't really want to have to try to figure everything out yourself. So let's go ahead and get into it. When you get into the game, go ahead and talk to Lorena and start the adventure. She'll give you a little bit of background of what's going on so far, but basically Merrick has disappeared and we have to go figure out what happened to him. First, she's going to send you to Stephen's Spoils, which is towards Plunder Outpost near Crook's Hollow and stuff, towards the bottom of the map. Once you get to Stephen's Spoils, go near the end of the dock and you'll find a letter for Merrick. The letter will tell you to go to this island at K9 in between Shipwreck Bay and Hidden Springs Keep Fortress. So go up there and you'll find Belle. Belle will then give you the tragic news of Merrick being murdered, and in this adventure you have to follow the clues left by the murderer. So she'll give you both her special lantern, which lets you see like the ghostly apparitions and stuff, and the murderer's journal. And this will start filling up with entries throughout the adventure to kind of give you clues of what to do next. The journal will then send you to Wanderer's Refuge. Head over there and then go to the north part of the island. There you'll find where the murderer had escaped from on a rowboat, and you'll need to follow the footprints using the lantern. The footprints will lead you to a cave in the center of the island underneath like the main mountainous area. Go into the cave and you'll find this cool like anti-pirate code, which is kind of like the bad guys version of the pirate code, and I thought that was pretty cool, so definitely take a look at that. But in order to continue the adventure, you need to go to the table and use this little skull that's on the table, and you need to rotate it. This will unlock a door. Follow that door in and then you'll see another ghostly apparition with the murderer there, and she's talking to someone else. This is very key to the story. You don't need to know it to finish the adventure, but it's definitely interesting and I'd make sure to pay attention along with everything else that happened in this one, because this is very lore heavy. So if you're interested in that, definitely, don't just ignore it. Make sure you take a good listen to everything that happens in this adventure. After you finish listening to that, take your lantern back out and you'll see the footsteps are now going out of the cave. Follow the footsteps and this will lead you to the top of Wanderer's Refuge, where you can dig up another piece of the journal. When you add the journal entry in to your book, it will give you clues that will lead you both to Salty Sands and Sailor's Bounty. This can be completed in either order. When I did, I went to Sailor's Bounty first and then Salty Sands second. Whichever one you complete last will give you the next part of the adventure. So first let's talk about Sailor's Bounty. When you get there, you'll want to head into the center of the island, where it kind of goes down in the cave. If you've done the Art of the Trickster Tall Tale, where you enter that cave area, that's where you need to go. Make sure you take your lantern out and you'll see the ghostly aberrations, and then there will be an ambush. So be prepared to fight, make sure you have some food on you. You're going to be fighting some phantoms, they're not really that hard to fight, but definitely, make sure you're prepared to fight them. Next you'll head to Salty Sands, and then this is where the story really becomes interesting. So on Salty Sands, you'll find out that they have found the Gold Hoarder's skull, and they plan to use that to do some sort of ritual. Here again you'll be ambushed by phantoms, so be prepared to fight, but once you defeat the phantom, you'll get another journal entry. This journal entry might be hard to understand where to go next if you aren't too familiar with the map, but basically it's going to send you to Cannon Cove. You can tell based off the rock formation that's there. Once you get to Cannon Cove, head underneath the peak of the rock formation and you'll find them doing a ritual, and basically they're making this like staff with the Gold Hoarder skull, and I think it's just like one of the Siren Tridents. Here again you'll also be fighting more phantoms with another ambush. This is the last time you'll be fighting them, so that's good to know, I guess. And once you defeat them, you'll get another journal entry. This will send you to Golden Sands Outpost. Luckily this isn't too far away, so it shouldn't take too long to get to, and you'll need to go over to the weapons shop. You don't need to go inside, but right outside near one of the little columns, you'll see on the ground the final journal entry. Pick up that journal entry and then it'll tell you to go bring what you found to Belle, back at that island on K9. If you notice in the journal entry that got added though, on the last page you'll see the Sea Dogs logo, which that is pretty interesting and it'll come up later in the adventure. So once you get to the island at K9, you'll find Belle again, give her what you found, and then she'll send you off to meet her at the Dogs Tavern. Now, if you don't know where the Sea Dogs Tavern, it's basically to the right of Reaper's Hideout and directly south of the island that you should be at this part of the adventure. Once you get to the Sea Dogs Tavern, you'll see someone standing at the end of the dock. You'll need to go approach them, and this is basically going to be where the story happens. Now, I don't want to spoil too much of what happens here, but it's really fascinating. And basically, you just kind of gotta listen to it, and once it's over, you've completed the adventure. But that's everything you need to know about this adventure. I think this is a really fun adventure. I'm going to give my full review next week after I had a bit more time to think about it. So definitely check that out in the future. But until next time, thanks for watching and I'll see y'all later. Bye y'all.